everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's very snowy at the stadium, and the deciding factor in this game figures to be which team is better equipped to deal with the conditions on the field. Get ready for winter football at its best. It's the Chargers going up against the Seahawks. So for the call of this week's 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between our visitors and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Short to give to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Screen 39. Screen 39. All right, now look at 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
Looking to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Not only did they drop, it looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in a running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, the kicker and holder and snapper, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You talk about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Looking deep downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL,
rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Second down following the run. They come out here in the eye. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll look to throw. No gain, and it's second down. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Now let's go, Leopard! Leopard!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go!
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
All right, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether we're wearing a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. His throw caught. They got the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And this hits off the right upright, but it finds its way through. Could have gone either way, but he got it to go. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give them 22 on that one. And the Chargers are going to have a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. A very solid gain of 27. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Defense showing blitz. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. And a timeout here. Timeout taken. Whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And out a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll get 19 yards there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking on the midfield logo. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.